How are we feeling about Mamdani winning?
Amazing.
Pretty great.
Fucking
Why?
great.
Why?
Because I'm a socialist too, and it feels nice to have someone represent the policies I've believed in for so long in the government.
When has socialism ever worked?
Socialism has not ever worked other than in Denmark, Sweden, Finland, and every
Those
single
are some of the most capitalist countries in the entire world according to the Economic Freedom Index.
That is actually not true.
It actually is true.
They have socialist policies.
No, they don't. They have social welfare nets, but they have freer markets in the United States.
Socialism?
Socialism, well, you mean in the Marxian sense?
No, because socialism isn't a Marxist ideology.
Actually, it is. Marx uses communism. No, Marx uses the two interchangeably. Socialism is a system. On page 46 of the German ideology, Karl Marx says that communism is just allegiance to socialism.
And what is modern day socialism, according to Bernie Sanders and every politician who represents it, and not Marx, who was born in the 1800s?
Hold up. Karl Marx is the father of socialism.
No, Karl Marx is the father of
Yes, he is.
communism.
No, he uses them interchangeably.
So all of the
They're the
social
same thing.
welfare programs that work for Finland, that Mamdani wants
Yeah,
to have
that's not
here.
socialism. Socialism isn't when you have
but
social
those
welfare
programs
nets.
work for Finland and Sweden and all of those countries. And
No, they would be better if they didn't have them, but they do. They're still more capitalist in the United States, though, because their markets are freer.
okay, if they're more capitalist in the United States, but they have those social welfare programs, what is your problem with Mamdani, which continuing to use New York as a capitalist state, including those social welfare
Because
programs?
Mamdani wants to implement policies that will get people hurt. He wants to cut the
How will
balls
they-
off the police force, and he also wants to do a bunch of free stuff that we can't afford to pay for.
How do you know that we can't afford to pay?
Well, how are we going to pay for it?
How are we going to pay for it with tax money? With tax dollars?
Okay, where the tax dollars come from?
Tax dollars are coming from all of the billionaires and wealthy people. That
Well, they already pay. The top 1% already pays 50% of all taxes.
that?
Yeah.
Can you prove
IRS
that
data.
Jeff Bezos-
IRS data reflects that the top 1% already pays 50% of all taxes. The top 50% pays 90% of all taxes.
So when billionaires go online and they say they haven't paid a single tax dollar since 2010, you think that they're
that's
lying?
literally not true. It's because they're investing in other places that the government gives them breaks, but they still pay in volume more taxes than anybody else.
just
And
admitted that
furthermore,
they don't actually
no,
pay
it's not
because they're
true.
paying in
No.
breaks.
The top 1% pays 50% of all taxes. But I ask you, so if you tax the rich to oblivion,
Yes.
what happens when the rich leave the city? Who's to tax then?
They won't leave the city
Why not?
Because-
They've already done it in California.
because in New York State we have Wall Street. They're not leaving. And so what
You
if
think they can't leave? Then who are you going to tax when they leave?
We're just going to continue taxing people. But your
Oh,
argument
the middle
is
class,
not.
right?
Yes, actually, the middle
Oh,
class.
okay, so you explained it. So we're going to tax the shit out of the middle class when the rich people leave after you tax the shit out of them.
I think we should tax the shit out of everybody. Yes, I think that the middle class should be taxed 50% like it does in Sweden.
That is
The
wild.
tax rate in Sweden and Finland
That is
is
wild.
46%, and right now they are number 3 in education. They have the best country for women's health. They have the best.
What's the
country
citation for that?
I can pull it up right now.
Yeah, pull it up.
I will genuinely.
How do you measure best for racism?
Very easily. Okay.
Yeah, what's the metric? What metric do you measure? What metric do you measure?
But
YouTube?
So are you Republican?
Yep. How'd you guess?
What policies do you believe in?
Well, give me a sector.
I mean, like,
Deport all illegal immigrants, ban abortion.
I've had an
No,
abortion. How do you feel about that?
I think you did something that's wrong.
And why?
Because I think that out of necessity to protect self-interest and interests of others, every genetically distinct human individual ought to have the right not to be unjustly
Do you
aggressed
think I
upon.
murdered a human being?
No, because murder is a legal term. It means the unjust killing or the unlawful killing of a human being. In New York, it's
So what's
legal.
wrong with an abortion?
I have a moral qualm with it.
What is your moral qualm with it?
My moral qualm is that every human being ought to have the right not to be unjustly aggressed upon.
And is that from religion or is that from law?
No, it's from subjective morality.
So you're not Christian. It's just.
I recently converted to Christian, but I've been pro-life for years prior to being a
Why are
Christian.
you pro-life if you aren't Christian?
Again, I just said because I think that every human being, genetically distinct human individual ought to have the right not to be unjustly aggressed
Genetically distinct individual.
upon. Yeah.
Okay, so you believe that at conception it is life.
So you can test that?
Well, you think conception is life.
Yeah.
So have you had sex with a woman on birth control or an IUD?
I have, but here's the difference between you and I, is that if I create a human being, I'm willing to carry it. I'm willing to
When
have...
you have sex with a woman with birth control or an
Yeah.
IUD, usually what happens is the baby is created.
Wait, not an IUD.
Yes,
no,
actually,
no.
I have an IUD.
No,
I
no.
know how this
You
works.
asked if I've had sex with a woman with an IUD, and no, I haven't.
Okay, either one, birth control or an IUD. Usually in about, well, it depends, IUD or birth control, but a lot of times conception does happen, and what happens is because the uterine lining has been thinned, the baby will die. So what happens is,
Yeah, I support eliminating that component of the birth control.
well, in
So-
order
so
to
my
eliminate-
issue-
to
do you-
eliminate, in order to eliminate conception, you would have to just be abstinent because conception happens in a lot of times with.
Wait, I don't want to
consensual sex.
eliminate conception. I think we should have more babies.
So you
The difference
think
between you and I is that if I conceive a baby, I'm willing to take care of it.
I'm
You're
telling
not.
you that you've conceived children that have died and you don't even realize that.
You don't know that because birth control serves two functions. It thickens the mucus in the cervix.
Yes.
And it also can shed the uterine lining.
Correct.
Now, those are two different components of the pill, and I support eliminating the one that sheds the uterine lining.
But in order to eliminate the part that sheds the uterine lining, that would be removing the estrogen and progesterone from the pill, which are the two main hormonal functions that create that and that also prevent the happening of a
You
baby.
can still thicken the walls of the cervix without shedding the uterine lining,
So
which
you're
is what I
basically-
support.
You're suggesting completely reprogramming, creating a different drug
Yes.
that only thickens the cervical mucus and that will
Yes.
not work effectively and will not.
Wait,
prevent-
no, it'll still
no,
work.
but the thing is, we
Wait.
don't-
The majority. So
You
the
think that if that
majority.
wasn't possible, we
Yeah.
would've
The
invented it
majority of
already.
births that birth control prevents from happening
It's-
happen
it's-
as a result of the cervix.
Correct. It's because of the cervical lining.
So
but
the
I'm-
majority is not the result of the shedding the uterine
No,
lining.
but we're not worried about the majority because the majority of women who get pregnant are not having abortions, right? Your problem is the fact that people are having conception and that conception is being
Yeah.
killed. So I'm
Yes.
telling you that you are single-handedly contributing to that because you are creating children that are being killed.
I'm not.
But you are because if you were
Wait.
having sex with a
I
woman on
haven't.
birth control,
I
you
haven't
have
had.
no idea if that
I have
baby
not
is
had
safe.
sex with a woman on birth control in the past 7 years.
But your point is, if you think that abortion and that if life starts at conception, that nobody should be having sex ever because you cannot know when you have
All right,
sex.
let's say
whether-
this is true. Let's say
Yeah.
let's say
Well, it
let's
is
say let's say
scientific.
hold up, pause.
Yes.
Let's say that it's true that at some point I have conceived a child and
Yeah.
that child died as a result of the uterine lining being shed.
Yes.
I condemn my past actions. Now what?
So now you should stop having sex because in order for
No, because I
what
don't have
happens
sex
if
with
that
people.
happens again?
I don't have sex with people on birth control right now.
Great, then
And
you're
if
doing, you're
and if I
following-
conceive a child,
Yes.
I am willing to take care of that child.
Amazing. So then you think that everyone should be like that? That nobody
Yes.
should be having sex with women? Okay, that's fine. Then
I think
everyone
if you,
is
I think if
abstinent.
you, I think that if you have sex, you should incur or you do incur the risk that you force another human being to exist, and thus you are responsible for it.
Okay, so nobody should have sex ever unless they're married and can have a kid.
No, I didn't say married. I said that you shouldn't have sex unless you're willing to have a child. That's the
But
function
when
of
you
sexual
have,
intercourse.
When you have sex, you don't know whether or not you're creating a child because usually.
No, but you're incurring the risk. If I go gamble, I don't know if I'm going to lose my money. But if I do, I don't have the right to go ask for my money
no,
back.
We're on the same page there. But therefore, what that means is that when you are creating a child, when you are having sex, every person who's having sex, if they are.
It's incurring the
ejaculating
risk.
in a
Yes,
woman-
congratulations. You've arrived at the correct conclusion.
Well, the correct conclusion therefore means that men should not be having sex because they are creating
No,
life every
if
single
men
time.
do have sex, if women have sex, they should be willing to take care of the child they conceive.
But
That's what I'm
telling
saying.
you that they're conceiving a child, that child is dying, and that's happening every single day, all of the time, and you have no idea. And the men who are ejaculating in the woman have no idea either that they are creating a kid. That kid implants.
Yeah.
into the
Again,
child
I've already
and
said I'm
dies.
against this.
I'm aware, but what I'm telling you is that this happens all of the time. What is the difference between that and abortion? Do you want to ban people from having sex? Because
No.
but you keep
You're not
creating
getting
life.
it.
What am I not getting? You are creating life.
You're not getting that what I'm saying is that I want the birth rates up. I want more American babies. I want the men and the women to be willing to care for the child they create. It's
But
just a
they're not-
simple task of
But
responsibility.
they're murdering the child every single time they have sex because that kid is.
Not if they're not on birth control.
But most.
And
people
usually
are.
still not even if they're on birth
So you
control.
want to ban birth control because how? Okay, this is. the
No,
problem,
I want
right?
to reassess the drug and prevent it from shedding the uterine lining.
But so you agree that this is a problem, that the fact that the baby dies when it's conceived. So
Sure.
this is murder, right? So
Yeah.
what is your solution? That we're going to create a different drug. In
Yes.
the meantime,
Already said that.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Allie.
What are you doing to help like the mothers who have decided to have the children and like can't support them? Like what if
No, I'm a journalist, but there are lots of institutions that do help women who have conceived children and can't do anything about it, or are seeking abortions, right? But it just so happens that leftists tend to burn those places down. It's happened repeatedly.
What do you say?
you said that leftists are burning down places to help women?
Yeah.
How are
The-
we burning down places to help?
Wait, hold up. Leftists have repeatedly firebombed the what are they called? The institutions that help women who have conceived a child that are seeking an abortion.
How? Planned Parenthood.
Well, by cocking their arm back with a firebomb and lighting it on fire.
Can I get a source?
Well,
for that?
yeah, absolutely.
What have we burned down Planned Parenthood?
No, not Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is an abortion clinic. I'm not talking about abortion clinics.
Planned Parenthood is not an abortion clinic. Do you know what Planned
Absolutely, it
Parenthood
is. 80% of what they do is abortions.
Actually, that's completely wrong.
80% of their revenue comes from abortions.
80% of the revenue comes from abortions. The most common thing to get at Planned Parenthood is a pap smear because it's women's health.
Right. That's like saying the most common thing I get at the grocery or at the gas station is beer. Right, but ultimately the function is to sell gas.
An abortion is $600, so to get the most revenue from that because an abortion is $600 versus going in for a checkup, a pap smear, or any other.
It doesn't matter. The majority of the revenue is from abortion.
But I'm telling you that most women who go into Planned Parenthood are getting an abortion. I can pull up the statistics. I'm pretty sure it's like a very small number of people who go into Planned Parenthood to get abortions. I have been into Planned Parenthood a gazillion times not to get an abortion.
Out flyers for my stand-up comedy show. You guys want one?
Abortions accounted for 3% of Planned Parenthood services. 3% of what they do.
Yeah, not 3% of their revenue. The
No,
majority
but
of their
it's
revenue.
3% of what they do. So why are we? So you're calling it an abortion clinic when it's only 3% of what they do? If I'm
Right. So my house. What is the function of your house? Like my house, the function is
Well,
I sleep
have
in
a
it, right?
bakery. I sell
I
eclairs.
sleep in
Am
it.
I in a Claire
I,
clinic?
I sleep in my house.
Yes.
But probably a very small share of what I actually do in my house is sleeping.
Yes.
Right. But the function of my house
But
is still to
Planned
sleep in
Parenthood
it.
is not an abortion clinic. They
It
offer,
is an abortion clinic.
So every place that offers an abortion is an abortion
It-
clinic, even
Dude,
the hospital.
it was founded by Margaret Sanger, who was a eugenicist.
3% of what they do are abortions.
It was
How is that an
founded for
abortion
the
clinic?
purpose of carrying
So
out
what?
abortions.
So what? And Brown was formed for the
ridiculous.
purpose of slave owning.
This is ridiculous. I've
But
got the
it's
thing right
not.
here. Fire at New York anti-abortion.
Anti-abortion facility.
Yes. Anti-abortion.
So we burned down an anti-abortion facility.
Yeah.
Don't really give a damn.
The purpose of the anti-abortion facility is to provide resources to mothers
No.
to
What
get
they-
them away from having an abortion.
That's wrong.
That's not wrong. That's exactly what they do.
Anti-abortion facilities are Christian nationalist institutions that
This
make.
is so ridiculous.
But it is. But what they do is
Prove
they,
it.
They convince.
Prove it.
Okay, go take.
Yeah, they convince mothers not to have abortions because they
Yes.
view it's wrong. Ultimately, it's a mother's choice. They do this by doing things like providing financial resources to the mother so she can bear the
and
child
a
and
lot
take care of
religious
it.
Brainwashing where they tell the woman that if they don't have the baby, then they're going to hell, and
Prove
that
it.
Jesus will.
Prove that
have
that's what's said inside the facilities.
There are literally tons of studies
Prove it.
of
Prove it.
women.
Prove it.
Okay.
While she's looking for the source, Crotch Beam 9, thanks for the $20 super chat. Sweden is a shithole. That recent grape story is depressing. Yeah.
Okay. According to the National Library of Medicine in the United States,
The National Library of Medicine doesn't publish studies. They just
National Center for Biotechnology Information.
Yeah. The National Center for Biotechnology Information, or PubMed, that's what the website is. What do they do?
It's not PubMed. It's
Does
NCBI.
PubMed? Does PubMed?
This is the NIH.
Yeah. So
Where does it
check
say
check this
PubMed?
out. Yeah, it says PubMed right there. Okay. So PubMed does not conduct studies.
Okay.
They are simply a hub where other people publish their studies.
Great.
So don't say it's from PubMed. It's not.
Okay.
And it's not from the National Center for Biotechnology Information either. So who conducted the study? You haven't read it, that's for sure.
Where will it say? Oh,
You don't even know where to find the author of a study?
not on this website. No.
I don't think you should be debating at all, to be honest.
I am an NYU student. Where did
How,
you go to
if you're an
college?
NYU student, how have you never navigated PubMed?
Because I'm not a med student.
Wait.
got a
PubMed.
1580 on my
You
SAT
can
score. You really
find
trying
you
to
can
call me
find
stupid?
studies that are like it's not PubMed doesn't just publish medical studies.
I've never used
The,
PubMed.
the National Center for Biotechnology Information and PubMed publish tons of studies about an array of topics.
I'm an anthropology major. I have never.
Oh my God, there would be for anthropology there would be so many studies that could
Oh.
fit into your line of work on PubMed.
Amazing. I have not. Okay. Oh, cool.
This is the
Actually,
ChatGPT generation.
I can show you the website I'm on. I'm just looking.
I
for
know what you're on. You're on the NCBIH. But I'm going to need a methodology. I'm going to need a sample size. I'm going to need metrics, which
I'm
all of
aware
you
of
can't
that, but
provide those things because you haven't read the study. You're citing a study you've never read from a
That's true,
website you've
I am.
never been on.
That is true. I am, but this is a pretty.
Okay, well, you shouldn't cite studies if you've never read them.
But I know inherently.
No, you have a hunch.
No, I don't have a hunch. I've read actual studies on this before.
What, like what?
I don't know, but I know the fact that.
I remember a lot of them.
No, he does. This is what he does. He will remember them. That's the thing. That's.
Exactly.
But no, it's not exactly. The fact that you've read more than me doesn't make your points better than mine. The fact that you have more knowledge because you're older and have lived on Earth longer doesn't mean...
How old are you?
I am 18 years old.
Okay, I'm 25. I haven't lived that much longer than you.
You've lived a pretty decently long time, and you're 25
Thinks I'm
years old
ancient
and
over
dating
here.
college students in Washington Square Park.
Well,
What's
it's
your
not
job?
just
What do you do
college
for
students
work?
out here. I'm a journalist, and I live stream.
How much do you make money? What do you make a
I'm
year?
not telling you how much I make
What'd
a
you do
year.
in college?
I don't even know how much I
What'd
make a
you do
year.
in college?
I went to SUNY Canton, and I dropped out. You should be way
So you
smarter
were
than me.
a
You're an
college
NYU
dropout.
student. Yeah, I am. You're an NYU student. I'm a college dropout, and I didn't even go to a nice school.
But being better at debate than me doesn't make you smarter. You get that, right?
I'm not saying it makes me smarter. I'm
Right.
just asking for you to prove your point.
But I already proved my other point, is that you gave up on the argument that I had already won. where
Which
I
one?
showed the fact that conception happens every single day and that babies...
I didn't give up on it. I didn't give up on it. I agreed with you. But the problem is that I actually believe that that's a problem and you don't.
Yeah, but then your point is that abortion should... My point is abortion should not be illegal, given that people are having tons of many abortions every day.
Okay, people are murdered every day. Does that mean we shouldn't make murder illegal?
But that's not the point, is that...
People are robbed every day. Should we make robbery legal? Just because it happens a lot doesn't mean you should make it legal.
But then we should make sex illegal. If according... Then if... Okay.
I'm not saying that. I think we should have more children. I just think you should accept the responsibility for those children when you make them.
But what are you doing about the babies that die every single day? What are you doing? If that keeps happening and abortion
I'm
is
not
illegal...
personally doing anything, but there are people who are.
But
It's
what-
not my job. I have a lot on my plate, and that's not the thing I'm specifically focusing on.
But if abortion is made illegal because babies
contribute
are
to the
being
conversation.
killed, you think babies are being killed, and abortion
Yes.
is illegal so that babies stop
I think
being
human
killed.
lives are being killed.
Right. So then what are we doing about the human lives that are killed every single day? You don't have a problem with that?
What human lives are you talking about?
The babies that are born that
Wait,
are
I do have a problem with that. I've told you 900 times I have a problem with that.
Then why is abortion illegal and that isn't?
Wait,
It
Both
doesn't- it
should be
doesn't-
illegal.
Both, exactly. Both should be illegal, but the fact that they aren't shows the hypocrisy and proves that people don't
Wait,
actually...
but I'm not in control of the law. There's no hypocrisy.
Republican lawmakers are. Do you know
Wait,
how
wait,
many of them
wait.
have
I
gotten
think there's
abortions?
an issue with
Do you think
all.
Lindsey Graham is gay?
I don't know, nor do I care. I think there is an issue with Republican abortion laws, and the problem is that they usually start at 6 weeks when they should start at 0.
You think that conception starts at 0? You think a heartbeat isn't... what
I don't care about a
starts
heartbeat. A heartbeat's not important to me.
So you think the egg meeting the sperm creates new...
A genetically distinct human individual. Yeah. What's it made out of?
It is made out of...
Cells.
Well, correct.
What is the basic building block of life?
Cells.
Okay, so it's alive. We've established that. It's alive. Now, in those cells, the DNA indicates that it is of what species?
Human.
Okay, great. So it's a new human.
Cell. Yes.
It's
And
new
it has
human
unique-
life.
it
And
has
now, no,
unique
no.
genetic code.
Yes, it has unique
It
genetic
has
code. So it's a
unique genetic code.
unique human individual.
When the egg meets the sperm, basically what happens is the chromosomes deconstruct and they reconstruct.
So we've established that it is a genetically distinct human individual.
Yes, it
We
is.
agree on this.
Yep.
My position is that all genetically distinct human individuals ought to have the right not to be unjustly aggressed upon.
My position is with an IUD, every time I've had sex, I've created a baby
But
and
that's
killed
not a moral position on whether or not genetically distinct human individuals ought to be killed. Why shouldn't they be killed?
Because my point is it's hypocrisy. If one
I'm not asking you to point out hypocrisy. I'm asking you why you think it's okay to kill genetically distinct human individuals.
Because I don't think that it matters, because I think that life starts when the baby comes out of the womb. I believe abortion should be
Really?
up until the third trimester.
So
Yes.
okay. So it's 1 minute before birth. You can kill it.
And we have, yeah, and we do, and we
You
have.
support that. 1 minute before birth.
Yep, because usually it's a medical emergency where the mother will die. Moms don't carry a baby.
What
for
if it's not? What if it's just elective?
Moms want to carry a child?
I'm just asking a hypothetical. What if?
It isn't,
No. What if?
but it doesn't happen. That's your rhetoric.
What if?
Question.
But your moral framework allows for it to happen.
Yes, it does, and I believe that women should have the choice. If she wants to get an abortion at 9 months, that's fine, but women don't.
1 minute before abortion.
What
1
woman?
minute before birth.
Yes. What woman is carrying a baby for 9 months to kill it a minute before birth if it's not directly going?
I don't know. I'm just asking you to say yes or no to the moral principles your framework
But that
justifies.
is exactly the moral principle that I agree with, is that everyone should have
That
a
is
choice.
crazy.
I know that you think it's crazy. I think it's crazy that you think.
What's the
illegal
difference
immigrants
between a
should be
baby
deported.
1 minute before it's born and 1 minute after
What's
it's
the
born?
difference between a 5-year-old girl being raped and used?
What's the difference between a baby 1 minute before it's born and one after it's
There
born?
isn't
Oh, sorry, one before and one after.
There isn't one,
Okay, so why can you kill it before but not after?
because that's just a legal law. That's just the law.
You're appealing to legality. It was once legal to own slaves in this country.
If it's harming, if the woman is
Yeah, if the mom is gonna die, why wouldn't you abort?
Well,
the
that
child?
I hate to break it to you. 1 minute before it's born, it still has to come out. Either way, it's coming out.
And either way, it will die. A lot of times there's literally...
It doesn't matter. If the mother's life is in danger, the baby has to come out either way. Killing it doesn't solve the problem.
But
Right, I was a C-section baby.
in a lot of cases where a baby is killed that quick to, like, that close to the actual birth, it is because the baby is already dead or it has such...
You can't kill something that's already dead, so that's definitely not it.
So, okay, an abortion is still removing the baby even if the baby is dead. Do you understand that? An abortion is just removing the fetus, so even if the fetus is dead, it still counts as an abortion. Lots of women have abortions.
Yeah, but you
of
said
babies that have
killing
already
it. The
died.
reason you'd kill it is because it's already dead, which clearly isn't the reason. So my question
point
is,
abortion should be
1
allowed
minute
until
before
life.
birth,
Yes.
that baby has to come out either way.
Sure.
The coming out is what's going to harm the mother. So why would you kill it? It doesn't resolve the issue.
Because a lot of times it's not the coming out that hurts the mother, it's the fact that the baby is still in her. A lot of times...
Right, the
when-
baby's still in her either way, dead or alive, it's got to come out.
And abortion is how they take it. I don't understand. We're on the same page, and abortion is how
Wait,
you
a
remove the
baby 1 minute before it's born could be removed without killing it via
If a-
C-section.
But I'm telling you that in a lot of those cases, the baby has serious health complications where it needs to be
I don't
killed.
care. Why kill it? Why not just C-section it and see if it can live? I don't understand the purpose in killing it. There's no utility in it.
So if you think that you have a baby that's going to suffer for 3 months and then die, you would rather let it suffer for 3 months and then die than just kill it?
Yeah, I think suffering is probably better than death.
You think a baby that can't
Lots
make
of people suffer in this world every day. You can't kill them just because they're suffering. There's homeless people in this park. I can't kill them because they're suffering, right? The only person who can make that choice for them is them,
But
right?
the difference is that it's a child who can't make any decisions for itself.
Right, so you defer to not kill it. There are children alive today who suffer. There are children with cancer, right? There are
Don't
children
you
with
wanna prevent
deformities.
that?
Not by killing them,
But do you
by
think
treating them.
Do you think those children with deformities that basically take over every single aspect of their life, you think they want to live? People who can't talk, who can't
That's
walk,
not my
who are
choice.
spoon-fed?
That's not my choice.
It's not.
You think we should kill disabled people?
I think that we should kill disabled people in utero if the mother thinks that that's her choice.
Why in utero, not after?
Because after utero, it's illegal.
You're the dictator of the world. What would you do?
I would make it illegal to kill babies out of the womb, and I would make it legal to kill them in the womb. I would
Why?
make it legal to have an abortion. Because,
Why?
Because I think that...
What's the difference before and after birth?
Okay, the difference before and after birth is that after birth, it is a baby, it is a human life, and it also...
It's already human life before. We've already established that at
I
conception.
think
You
that
agreed
is
with
not
it.
Human life until...
You literally said 5 minutes ago that it's a human life the moment it's conceived.
Okay, let me rephrase my argument because that, you know what, good point. You got me. All right. I think that after birth, it is a living creature that is now has the opportunity to become something, and I think that while it is...
It
in
always
the
had that
utero-
opportunity.
but in the utero, I think it still belongs to the mother. So in utero, I think...
Her property?
I think it is her body. Yes, I think the baby is attached to her body.
Really?
And it is her body.
Well, it attaches to her body after too, like when it breastfeeds.
But it is not attached to her body via the tube like it is in the uterus.
Well, actually, before birth, the mother's body delivers the nutrients to the baby, whereas after, the baby attaches itself to her breast and feeds from her forcefully.
Correct.
Right?
But that's my point, is that the baby is still of the mother when it's in her womb.
Wait, it's still attaching itself and sucking her nutrients after it's
But
born
it
too.
is not of the mother anymore. It's not in her body, and it's not living in her body, and not actively consuming her oxygen and all that. It can breathe on its own. It can live on its own.
It can't, right? If the baby, newborn baby is so helpless, if you don't hold its head up, its neck will
But it
fall
can
back and
breathe on
break.
its own.
It has the facilities to breathe on its own when it's in the womb.
No, it doesn't. Not
Yes,
for-
it does. It has. I hate to break it to you. Right
Not for
before a
most
baby's
of the
born,
time.
it still has lungs.
Correct, but not for the majority.
Okay, so why is that relevant? Why does that matter? What about somebody on a ventilator? Can you kill somebody on a ventilator?
Because that's not the difference. You're asking what the
You're saying that you can kill it because it can't breathe on its
You're
own.
interrupting
Somebody
me.
on a
That's
ventilator
my
can't breathe
point,
on its
which
own.
Makes you seem right, but you have to let me keep talking.
Can you kill somebody on a ventilator?
Can you let me keep talking in my original point?
Answer the question.
But that's not the question you asked originally. Do you want me to answer your original
No,
question?
no,
or
you
what
said
did
you
just
said you can kill somebody if they're cannot breathe on their own. Can you kill somebody on a
I didn't.
ventilator?
I said that a baby in the womb is still of its mother.
You said that you can kill the baby because it
Yes.
can't breathe on its own.
Nope, I said that you can.
Yes, you did. You cited that as a specific example of something that makes it less than that you can kill it. Can you kill somebody on a ventilator? Yes or no?
No, you asked me. You asked me what makes the baby different in the womb from outside the womb. I gave you an answer. The difference is that in the womb, it cannot support life on its own. The baby cannot support itself inside the womb. It was reliant on the mother.
Can't support itself outside the womb either.
Yes, it can.
If you leave a baby in a room and close the door, it will die.
Correct, from hunger or
Right, because it
starvation.
can't support itself.
Correct. Just like all of us, if you leave us in a room, we will die.
I'm not sure if you leave me in a room, I'm going to open the door, walk out, and find some food.
No, you won't. If you leave you in a locked room, you will die. A baby in the womb literally needs its
You're
mother's
actually like
blood.
making my argument for me. You're saying that, well, most humans aren't self-sufficient anyway, but your argument is that because the fetus isn't self-sufficient, you can kill it, but newborn babies aren't self-sufficient either, and you're actually making an extended argument saying that most humans aren't self-sufficient, right? So if you can't survive on your own, can we kill you?
My argument isn't that it's not self-sufficient. My
It is.
argument is that it's dependent physically on the mother for
Okay,
oxygen.
toddlers are dependent on their mother.
Physically, it's attached to it. How do you not understand what? Are you slow? Like,
Okay, so
the baby is attached to the mom. It's literally.
why does that matter?
physically- Because it means that it's sharing blood and oxygen and nutrients.
Okay, when a newborn baby is birthed, the umbilical cord is still connected. Can you kill the baby because the umbilical cord is still connected?
Do you see how you're arguing fallacies with me? Because
I'm not arguing a fallacy. I'm not arguing a fallacy. You're saying that because it's connected, you can kill it. So oftentimes, babies just after birth are still connected.
But
Can you
I'm-
kill them? Yes
but
or no?
That's not your question. I'm not saying because it's connected you can kill it. I'm saying because it's
That is exactly
connected.
what you said.
No, you asked the difference between in life, outside of life. I'm telling you the reason.
In the womb and outside the womb, not
Yes,
inside of life and
so
outside of
That's
life.
the question you asked me. You're not talking abortion right now. You're asking me to clarify the distinction.
Yeah, you said the distinction is that they're connected, but they're connected after too. Hey, let's go. I like the cross, man.
Cam,
Hey,
Did
what's
you
up,
go to
man?
college?
did I go to college?
Yeah.
I've been to college.
Did you graduate?
Yeah.
You did not go to Yale University.
Yes, I did.
Really?
Theology, yeah.
Show me your degree.
What do you keep your degree on you? Who keeps their degree on
Because
them?
people who are anti-abortion usually don't go to college.
That seems to be a generalization.
No, I can prove it. Actually, I can. Wait, do you want me to show you the statistics on Republicans in education?
No, I don't care.
No, but this is true.
Yeah, yeah.
The epistemology of these people. They don't get taught basic thinking. It's just all feelings for them. This is New York. This is Babylon. Please be afraid of Islam and communism. If you understand basic history from the first millennia, you understand why Europe looks the way it is and why Spain and Portugal had to come all the way to the west to flee Islam, because if they go east, they're gonna get attacked violently. That's why you see the shaping. It's not only Catholicism, the rebellion of Catholicism authority, but it's also they want to get away from the tariffs. They want to get away from the Islamic authority over there. There's historians talking about this all the time. You know, people they lose track of history, and this is exactly why you see what you see around here. This is the hotbed of idiocy. This is the idiocracy right here, New York City. You say Seattle, I agree with you with Seattle. But New York City, you can see it clearly, especially if you look at it from a non-biased lens. I'm Orthodox Christian, by the way.
Camera on here real quick.
I don't know if is Lance also Orthodox?
Lance is non-denominational, but he's
No,
considering becoming a Catholic again.
Yeah, but the individual that you was with, whenever you was arguing for America not being compatible with Islam, he was Orthodox. I don't know. his
Ben,
name.
yeah, Ben, he's Orthodox, yeah.
Okay, so I completely agree with him and his stance. If you understand the Islamic dilemma, literally all the Islamic apologists, they cannot defend their faith against this argument, especially just this one, the Islamic dilemma. And also the one thing,
Okay, in the
the
United
very
States-
first thing that makes Muslims doubt their faith is the moral inconsistencies of Muhammad himself. So
The
take
pedophile.
that, yes.
What about
But there's
the
a
moral
lot of things. There's a lot
inconsistencies
of things, not just
What
that.
about the moral inconsistencies?
What were the
of
moral inconsistencies of Christ?
Christ? Okay, name one passage from the Bible where someone is not being murdered. All right, so let's
You know what-
Solomon.
you know what
Solomon.
the-
Let's
wait,
start
wait,
with
wait,
Solomon.
Wait, no, first off, Solomon is a human. I want to talk about a divine.
This was the Old Testament, long before Jesus was even alive.
Also, do you know where the golden rule comes from?
No,
What is the golden rule?
no idea.
You don't know what the golden rule is?
Nope.
It's to love your neighbor as yourself. Where does that
Correct.
come from?
That comes from Christianity.
No. Where does it come from in Christianity?
I don't know. I haven't read the Bible.
don't know?
No, I haven't read the
Okay,
Bible.
so why are you telling me about the moral inconsistencies of the Bible if you haven't
She
read
said
it?
Jesus. She said of Jesus.
Well,
Well, no.
And
I
by
actually
the-
think Jesus
and by the
is very
way-
morally consistent.
And
I
yeah,
actually
okay.
think
So
it's
Solomon,
so
long
if
before
you
Jesus
call
was
yourself a
was alive.
Christian,
I'm not.
You don't follow Solomon. You don't follow David. You don't follow
You
Abraham.
only follow Jesus.
You follow Jesus.
Okay.
That
Do
is
you-
a follow.
Do you love your neighbor?
Of course I love my neighbor. That's
you-
why I'm giving you truth.
Do you love?
I can't love you without telling you the
Okay.
truth.
Do you love gay people?
Well, I have to tell them the truth. This does not lead to procreation. This does not lead to life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. That does not lead to life. I love people,
Okay.
but if they are murdering, if they are thieving, if they're stealing,
Yep.
if they're thinking about stealing, if they're committing adultery against their own wife or husband, these are things that I do not like.
Right. Now,
Not
do
the
you sin? Do you
person.
sin? Right? Do you
Not
sin?
of course I sin.
Everyone
Right?
sins.
Do you sin? Do you think you sin every day?
Yes.
Right.
Of course.
So if you sin every day, and somebody who is dating a woman who, as a woman, sins every day, right? And it's her sin is that she is gay, and your sin is whatever your sin may be every day. Do you think that you have the right to tell her to repent and to get over her sin when you
Well,
yourself
do
sin
you
every day?
understand? Do you understand the right of free speech, right?
He's doing that because he loves her, right?
Do you understand
But-
the right
but
to?
Because he wants her to be saved.
But what I'm
I
saying,
have the right to tell anyone
of course,
anything.
but I'm saying, do you think that's hypocritical given that you yourself sin every day?
No, because I am not gay.
So
it's
should
not
I
hypocritical.
tell you that your sin
You
is
are
that you've
measured.
committed every day?
you
Because
are
he repents
measured-
for his sins.
You are
Gay rights right
you
now?
are
Yeah.
you are measured by the same.
Yeah, she brought it up.
You are measured by the same ruler that you're
You brought it
judging
up.
with.
No, she
So
did. She brought it up.
if I judge an individual for being gay, well, I'm not gay.
But your every sin is held equal, right?
No,
According
no,
to
But
God.
he
actually-
repents for his
actually,
sins.
In John 1 and
Okay.
John 2, it talks about the sins that lead to death and the sins that do not lead to death.
And
These
does
are the 10
homosexuality lead
commandments.
to death?
The homosexuality is not exactly a sin that leads to death, but it is fornication in nature. And lust is something that leads to even more sexual depravity and other sins. It's almost like a
What do you think
gateway.
about 427 animal species that are gay, that have homosexual tendencies?
What does that have to do with human behavior?
What it has to do with, you think God created the earth and God created life, why did he create homosexuality in every single species,
No, no,
even
no,
the species that
actually-
can't repent for
actually, you're-
themselves?
You are conflating that God himself created things that come from free will.
You think
Free
elephants
will.
have sex with each other as two male elephants fuck because of their free will, not because of they're
Okay,
innately
so-
biologically programmed to do
so-
that?
That's a dominance thing. They don't do it for pleasure. They do it for
The
dominance.
thing is,
They
okay, so
actually do
y'all
it for
have to
dominance, but it's still
understand-
homosexuality. Even if they're
but y'all have
fucking
to-
each other, it's gay.
y'all have to understand that the individuals from the leftist perspective, they always try to make an argument from exceptions. The exception does not make the rule. The
What's the
reason that
exception?
we still see elephants is that majority of them actually do heterosexual procreation.
I was in Kenya for 2
The
weeks
ones-
and all I saw were gay elephants fucking. I didn't see a single, I'm dead ass. I didn't see a single male on woman action.
Yeah,
I
find
saw,
that hard to
no, I have videos. It's nothing but young male elephants fucking each other. It's nothing but young male elephants fucking each other.
So what's your point?
My point is that God wouldn't have created homosexuality in every species if
No,
he
he
didn't
did
love
not
it.
create.
Then why
He
are
did not
elephants
create
fucking each
sin.
other, and
He
why
did
are
not create
penguins,
sin.
and why are in species that
You
don't?
al-
Your point is that it's dominance, right? In
People who
species that don't
always-
have species
people who
dominance.
have conjecture to Christianity, they always never say anything about the devil. They never mention the devil and his influence over human nature. It's
But I'm
always
telling
God
you, it's
does
not
it.
human nature. I'm telling you, this
No, it
happens.
is human nature.
So owls having sex with each other
It
is
is-
human nature. Why are they having sex? Why are two girl owls having sex? Tell me that. Answer me that question.
It's because of basic pleasure responses.
They don't get
Basic
pleasure.
pleasure
They can't get pleasure out of
receptors.
it.
Sex?
Animals-
You're telling me that people and animals don't get pleasure from sex?
Most animals don't get pleasure from sex. Yes, you can look it up. A lot of animals actually feel pain from sex. We are one of the only species that receives pleasure from sex. This is true. You can look this up because most animals, sex is not supposed to be pleasurable for them to do it. Like lions, for example, the barb hurts the woman. So penetration for a lion only lasts about 30 seconds.
Okay, so why are you? If it's pleasurable for the man,
But it's
if
not.
it's pleasurable
It's not
for the
pleasurable for
male,
either. It hurts.
you just make that assertion.
No, but this is scientific. It hurts for lions. It hurts for a lot of species because basically the woman will try to run away. So the reason he has the barb is so he can attach into her so she can't leave, right? So when a lion has sex with another male lion and it hurts, why are they doing that?
It's because of nature. That's literally
Right,
nature.
so that's nature, right? So homosexuality is natural. You just proved my point.
No,
Homosexuality.
it's not natural.
So it's
because
nature,
it
but
doesn't
it's not-
lead
but
to
it's nature.
procreation. It does not lead to procreation.
Then why are they doing
Can you
it?
put two plugs together and get electricity?
But then why are they doing it?
You can try to put two plugs together and get electricity, but it doesn't work. It's not natural.
But why are they doing it then?
Because people and animals they don't live in logic. They're not logical
Animals
creatures.
can't even think logically.
Okay,
it's
so
just
you're
instinct,
just you're
right?
okay. It is instinct.
Yes. So why
So
did
this
God? You think
comes
God
from-
created every living thing? Why did God give them the instinct to be gay?
No, God gave animals the instinct to have sexual relations. This
Mm-hmm.
means they have a libido.
Yep.
But it doesn't matter if they try to do it with the same sex or not.
But they know
And
that when they're having
anyways-
sex with the
and
same
any-
sex, that
and
they're not going to
anyways-
procreate. They're
and
doing it on
anyways,
purpose.
They're not perfect. Like animals are not perfect.
Right.
Yes,
but
of course.
So why would God create homosexuality at all
but the
if he
thing
doesn't
is-
like it?
No,
Because
no,
we're
he
not
did not
perfect. He didn't
create
yeah.
homosexuality. The devil has major influence on humans and other animals.
So the devil makes lions have sex with each other. And you
Well-
don't think that you have something wrong with you when you're saying something like that?
No, I don't.
Okay.
The way you're interpreting it is this is
What? Answer my
a
question.
very
Why do lions
modernistic.
fuck
It's
each
very
other?
modernistic
Correct,
way
yes.
of understanding things.
Deeply modern, because we are in 2025, and I'm sorry that I don't believe a book that was created thousands of years ago with no proof and no evidence. This
Wait.
is modern
No,
Well,
times.
no
it
proof and no
does-
evidence.
it
There's
is-
more
there's
proof for
more
the events of the
historical
Bible
evidence.
than there is
Yes.
for like Julius Caesar's
Proof
existence.
of the events of the Bible, not
yes,
proof of
no,
the
there's
God.
more historical evidence for
Sure.
the crucifixion and divinity of Jesus
I completely
Christ.
believe in the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. I think that he was a
But
real
you
person who
don't
was
believe in his
crucified.
teachings.
I believe in his teachings too. I actually think
It's
that
very arbitrary that you just assert that just because the book is old, that you don't believe anything in it. When
no,
you
that's
yourself,
not what I said.
you
I said that
yourself
God
state-
isn't real. I
You
said that
yourself
Jesus was a real
state-
man. Jesus was a real person.
but
Why do you believe that?
but you
Figure,
yourself
because we have
state-
evidence of it.
but
What's
you
the evidence?
yourself state-
You just said we have evidence of the crucifixion.
It's testimony from the book, right?
No, we've also
So you
found-
do believe the
we
book?
found his tomb.
Wait. No, we don't. We actually have no idea which tomb it is. So there are several tombs in Israel. No, there are several tombs in Israel that claim to be the tomb, right? We have no idea which one it is. We haven't found the tomb. His body's not there. There's no evidence that he was buried anywhere.
There's pretty good
No,
historical evidence
there's
that
not.
Jesus Christ was
There's
alive.
really not. I've been there. There's really not. We have no idea where Jesus was crucified or where he was buried.
So then you think
We
that-
think it could have been the Garden Tomb. We think it could have been the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. We think it could have been over here, over there.
But you never answered my
It
question.
does.
Why do
No, I
lions
tr-
have
I try-
sex?
Well, because they're actual biological creatures.
Right, but
So,
they know the difference between a
they
man and a
have
woman. They
biological
know that
instincts.
when they hump a man, that no baby will be created. Why do they do it?
No. First off, you just stated that they don't have any logical thoughts.
They
so
don't.
they really don't understand where babies come from. They just have sex with things that look like
No,
them.
they do because they actually sniff the woman to tell when she's in heat in order to have sex with her to create a baby. They actually check to see if she's in heat. Women's pee, a female lion's pee, at that time of the month has hormones in it that shows that she's in heat. Lions sniff her vagina before they penetrate her to make sure that she can have a baby. They're actually always checking for fertility. So when a male lion mounts with a male lion, they know that he is not fertile
So
and
it
that he
is
cannot.
it is a libido response.
But-
it is a sexual drive response.
But I'm-
and this is part of their nature.
So, being part of their nature, it is therefore natural.
But the thing is, if it's part of their nature, it's not always good.
Who
That
is it
isn't
hurting?
always good. Does it lead to life? If it leads to life, it is good. It's A plus B equals C. It's basic algebra.
But what I've just told you is that it is natural. My entire point is that
But the thing
homosexuality
all
is natural.
Things that are natural.
Yeah, sins are all natural too. Like, it doesn't mean they're good.
You have to make a moral distinction.
For
That's where
most
Christianity
sins
comes in.
Right, yeah, a moral distinction.
You
Most
don't
sins
get
hurt
moral
another-
distinctions from an atheist worldview. I used to be atheist. You cannot get moral distinctions from an atheist worldview. What is good and what is bad?
I will tell you, as an atheist, good is what helps another person or is neutral. Bad is what hurts another person.
Okay,
So
so if
abortion
it helps
is
me, if it helps him to kill you and take your money and give it to him, does that mean
Yeah.
that that's a good thing to do?
It hurts me, therefore it's not actually
Oh, so
helping.
it
Okay,
can't
so what
also
about
can't
abortion?
hurt anybody.
What about abortion?
Abortion is helping the woman.
No, but what about the human life? The human life. You
That
like
ends.
to talk scientifically.
Yes.
Okay.
Per your own
how
moral
many
framework, it's wrong.
chromosomes are in a human life?
How many chromosomes are in a baby or how many
No,
chromosomes?
how many chromosomes are in a human life?
46.
Okay, so where does the 23 and the 23 come in?
Man and the woman.
Okay, so
Again.
once it comes together,
That's a human life, yeah.
okay, so you just murdered a human life.
I agree with that, yes. I
So
do think
that
it's-
right there is harming
yes.
a living
So it's
creature.
immoral per your own framework.
No, actually, because it's helping the woman. And when
But
the-
it harms the fetus.
But most
Okay.
things in life hurt
So like
somebody
again,
or somebody else.
I asked you if I was to help him by shooting you, taking your money, and giving it to him. You said that's not moral because it hurts you.
Yes.
But if you help the woman, it hurts the baby.
Okay, so let me give you this solution, right? A woman has been raped and she's giving birth to a baby.
It's always the
that
exception.
that baby will
It's always
live,
the
okay?
exception.
Most abortion
No,
cases
no,
are
they're
not
not.
from rape.
Vast
are not from
vast
rape.
minority.
Most abortion
Are elective.
cases
Are elective.
correct. I think it's 46%. You can
Are
check me on
elective.
that. Yes. I
think it's
know
higher than
most
46%.
abortion cases are not from a woman who
That
wants
is
to
as
kill
a
a child.
that is as a result.
Wait, that's
of
exactly what an
sexual
elective abortion
An
is.
elective abortion is
As
a woman
a
who
re-
does not want to have a
as a
child.
result
Yeah, maybe
of
she
the
doesn't. She
sexual
feels like she doesn't want to
revolution.
lose money. She doesn't want to. It's
Sexual
inconvenient.
revolution.
Yeah, she's choosing to kill a baby.
68% of women who have abortions already have a child.
1960.
I don't care.
So you don't.
Sexual revolution.
Okay.
That's
well,
as a result
you
of the
asked
sexual
me.
revolution.
So you're talking about hurting and helping, right? Let's get a woman is having an abortion, right?
Hammer, thanks for
If
the $5
she has
super
that
chat.
need, for whatever reason, her life is going to be worse, right? So she won't have as much
How do
money.
you know that?
Because most women don't like killing a fucking baby for
No,
no,
how
reason.
how do you
because
know?
I've had an
but
abortion.
how-
Look at me.
if,
Look at me.
if
Look at me.
I
Look at me.
have,
I've had an abortion. Why did I have that abortion? Take a guess.
Because you're a bad person.
Because I'm 18
I'm
years
not
old.
gonna- I'm not even
no,
gonna
no,
say
listen.
that.
Because I'm 18 years old, and because if I did not have that abortion, I would not be here in New York City. I would not be going to college, and I would not be able to further my life.
Yeah, because you're selfish. The chat is saying it perfectly. You're selfish.
Yes. So I am.
There's lit everywhere. It's so fucking fun.
Yes.
that's completely up to you. That's in your bubble.
Wow.
Yeah, it's my choice.
What's
Right?
not fun about it?
Yes, that is
But they
exactly.
took
Yeah.
your child
Yeah.
and taken care of
On
it.
the Canadian border.
Life that
They would have
Yep.
had life, for
they
sure.
would have had a life.
And they would have been growing up with grandparents that were capable of taking care of them.
but wouldn't want to, and
And,
probably
I mean,
treat
but
them pretty poorly.
wait, hold up. I'm not gonna tell you how you would think, and I don't want to do the same thing with
Phone
your
died, chat.
late child. I can't really say. This is exactly what I'm saying. I can't say if.
Ethan! Yo, what's good?
What are you doing?
It's arguing. Bunch of anti-abortion Republican guys.
I'm actually a monarchist, so I'm not Republican.
Nice.
You're a what?
I'm a monarchist.
You believe that we should have a king?
Yeah.
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
No.
You don't support Donald Trump?
No, I don't vote too much
Oh.
in general elections.
But you don't support Donald Trump?
No, I support Donald Trump in some things,
But not
and I
most of them?
don't support Trump in other things. You know, there's nuance.
Yeah, I know.
We can. Yo, the Fearless tour is freaking amazing.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Ben's a monarch too. Do you know that?
An hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ben. Yeah, the Orthodox guy.
You
Yeah.
have to be. It has to be Orthodox Christian. So you can't just be absolutely. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But all my Christians in the chat, give a cross in the chat. All my Christians.
Drop a
doesn't
cross,
matter,
guys.
Catholic, Orthodox, Anchor.
Drop across.
Let's drown out the Islamic cringe. Let's drown it out. Come on. Remember, Islamic dilemma. Islamic apologists can't hold a candle. Support Cam and people like him. This country is going to hell, but you can keep the sanity within your own community. You can keep the sanity within your own community. You can't let communism prevail. We all know what happens when communism prevails. Look at North Korea. And look at the whole Middle East, basically from Saudi Arabia to Afghanistan. That's exactly what happens when Islam prevails. We have to bring back Constantinople. We have to bring that back. Yeah. You know, that's what I wanted to tell you. I literally came all the way here just to talk to Cam.
Bro, appreciate it, man.
And I'll help. I'll put myself on the guillotine to help you, whatever kind of ideological battle.
Appreciate it, man.
Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Yeah, can I get a picture?
Yeah, for sure. I got to sit down and read some super chats in a second too, but
Yeah, do that.
oh, you do right here. There you go. Cap it. Get one on your phone too.
Yeah, I know you're like in the liberal stronghold. I couldn't let
I know.
you do it. Couldn't let you do it, especially after what the blacks did to you last time.
There we go.
Yo, can you say hello to my wife?
Yeah.
It's Veronica.
Veronica. Hi, Veronica. How's it going? I met your husband in the park today. He came out and saw me, and he's been arguing with liberals ever since he got here. He's been doing a great job.
Awesome. Yeah, she's Greek Orthodox.
Greek Orthodox, nice. I can't remember what Ben is. I think he might.
We're all Orthodox.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the jurisdiction.
Yeah, I know. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre is like crazy with the with the jurisdictions.
Yeah.
Have you ever been?
No, but
Dude.
I would love.
There's like a ladder. So at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, there's a ladder just above the entrance, and it's like a gang war inside the church. Because it's like you have like the Greek Orthodox and the Catholics
they have a
and like
lot
these
of
people.
They have
like,
a lot of disputes.
Yeah,
it's a lot of disputes.
So you cannot change anything about the church unless all of the churches involved approved it. So there's been a ladder on a windowsill.
Out of curiosity.
Right now, 11:30, but there was 1600. So there's like a ladder on a windowsill, and they can't agree to move it. So it's been there for like 100 plus years. And the ladder rotted off and fell, and they put a new ladder up.
Just leave it there.
It's crazy.
But no, that's the kind of Christianity that you want. You want a Christianity that is in tandem with each other, not just the Pope and the Catholic Vatican just trying to usurp power, because that's where the schism comes.
Yeah.
I want a kind of Christianity that kind of like collaborates together. All the patriarchs talks together and gets into like these councils. I did a lot of research. I used to be atheist.
Yeah, me too.
And I did a lot of research whenever it came to the history of Christianity. I'm not Oriental, but shout out to the Orientals.
No, it's not okay. Hey, look, I don't know what your problem is.
Don't touch.
But you really need to check yourself.
Don't touch.
But this is what I'm talking about. Wait,
No. Because y'all out here looking totally stupid, and then you insult this woman. Like,
I didn't
who the
insult
hell are
her.
you?
I didn't
insult her.
Can you
Calling
just
me
not
selfish
make a-
because I have an abortion isn't.
Wait, that is selfish,
I
and you
shook her
agreed with it.
hand.
It is selfish,
No,
yes,
but
but
this
I'm
is
choosing my
wrong.
own
Like,
self.
I didn't say that's
y'all,
insult.
y'all two are
But
being dickheads
selfish-
right
No,
now.
I'm not.
I mean, they are, but that's just what Republicans do.
Yeah, but-
Like,
I'm not even a Republican.
But seriously, you owe this
You're a
woman an
monarch.
apology.
I think you owe me an apology. You don't walk up to people and touch them. People who touch me don't have a good reputation. Okay.
Oh, so now you insulting me?
No, I'm not insulting you. I'm
he has
threatening
a
you.
left
So don't touch
hand,
me again.
He's not a real, like,
Well, look, I don't.
There's no need for escalation.
But still.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
fine.
We
Like,
don't. I
Fine.
genuinely.
I think we had a
wouldn't
good
talk to them.
conversation. She stayed around
But
to
you-
talk. Thank you for
I
talking.
think you are really here's what I'm gonna say. I think you are really smart. I think that you could do something incredible if you had more empathy for other people.
But he is doing something.
I do have empathy for people.
But I mean, he's not doing anything. I mean, like,
No,
no
yes,
offense,
he
but
is. He's-
your
he's-
career and your life isn't gonna go.
You don't know anything about my career in my life.
I know that you have 1,100 followers and you're out
Wait,
here on a
1,100 followers. No, I have 1,100
Right,
people
but the
watching
thing
right
is-
now.
You're
He-
at a Wednesday afternoon
But
at
the
2
thing
p.m.
is-
in
Yeah, that's
Washington
great.
But
Square
he
Park.
gives
Fantastic, yeah.
he gives you a platform to speak your mind, whatever it is that you want to talk about.
Well,
In a fascist government, in a communist government, you'd be lucky if you get anything like this, anything like that.
I'm anti-fascist.
Okay, but if you're anti-fascist, wouldn't you be supportive of conjecture?
Anti-fascism means being supportive of choice. No, I am supportive.
Yeah, that means the choice of thought, right?
Correct. Yeah, that's why I said he's very smart. I think he can do good things.
Okay, that's good. So I'm not going to assault you, and nor does he need that kind of disrespect either.
Disrespect from what?
No, I mean just assaulting an individual is disrespectful. So he doesn't deserve that, and you don't deserve that.
She's
No,
not
but
insulting me.
any kind of physical interaction that is unwanted is battery. So assault is also coming at you in an intimidating frame.
My
That is
mom is
assault.
actually a rape victim. That is not the definition of assault at all.
No, I said battery. I said battery.
Battery is not unwanted.
Wait, yes, it is.
Not battery.
Wait,
Yeah,
it
if I don't
actually
want
is
to-
battery.
Yes, that is battery.
Assault is not touching.
Like,
Assault
there's
is the
cops
threat of
all
touch.
around here. We can ask them.
Assault is the
Because
threat
I'm
of
pretty
touch.
sure-
Right? So if I go like this, I cock my arm back, and you feel like I'm gonna punch you, that's assault. Even if I haven't touched you.
Yes,
Right?
but-
Battery is the touching.
Okay.
You don't in most
If
states
I don't
yeah,
want
in
that.
most states you don't need harm.
Okay, so if I tap you lightly, that's battery?
If I don't
In most
want-
states, yes.
But what's the point if no one is nobody's touching me?
No, but the thing is if he feels like he's threatened, that is already assault.
No, we're not
did
saying nobody's
say
saying that.
You have to use your
Well, no, I have to like do something to make you feel threatened. So like if I cock back like this, that's
cognitive
assault.
thinking skills.
Well, I was a
1 + 1
demonstration,
equals
but like
2.
you go, if I go like this, I start to swing.
It's a
Yeah, that's
result,
assault.
Cause and effect.
Right.
Okay. This is
Come on,
all-
you know I'm not gonna punch you. I'm just demonstrating.
Exactly. Now, all I'm saying is that he gave you a platform.
Right.
Just accept it. Say whatever you want. He's not telling you not to talk, and he's not editing.
Yeah,
I know
but wait,
he does
what's the point of you saying that? I agree with that, obviously.
I think he's directing it at this guy. I think
But I
that's
mean,
what-
whoever wants to talk.
He was upset. I think it's just rightful.
Okay, you have the right to be upset, but you don't have the right to act
Well,
in
but
your
I am
anger.
not upset. because
You don't talk to fucking women like this.
I talk to women however I want to talk to women.
oh we know,
Listen, I treat women equally. I treat women equally.
That's what's wrong with y'all fucking.
What, did I treat women equally?
But hello,
That's a problem?
It's freedom. It's freedom. It's freedom of speech.
Hey,
It's freedom of speech. It's freedom of speech.
What's our favorite Mamdani policy?
Y'all making things worse.
I mean, yeah.
How?
I mean, look what y'all Republicans be doing.
Like what?
Y'all talking all this bullshit.
I'm not a Republican, by the way.
You guys support SNAP?
Wait. SNAP benefits are off right now because Democrats refuse to vote in the budget.
SNAP benefits are off because the government
also-
Wait, no.
Yeah,
SNAP
but that's
SNAP
a
benefits
result
ran
of-
out because the government is shut down because Democrats refused to vote yes on the resolution.
That's
The government
exactly
is
why.
shut down right now because Trump wants to go.
No, actually.
No,
actually,
Democrats
you would
voted
be
against
wrong.
keeping the government
To
open.
watch the mass killing of
No,
homeless
but the
people.
thing
2
is,
million homeless people are
Because
but-
Democrats
but the
won't
thing
vote
is,
on a budget.
You would be wrong.
They
in the
voted
poll.
no.
Oh, so it's our fault
Yes.
we're doing this?
But you would also.
It's the same budget as last year.
You would also.
It's the exact same budget. The budget didn't change. It's the same budget Democrats voted yes to last year. How is it our fault?
People are blaming everyone for the shutdown, but SNAP
Democrats voted no on the budget. It's the same budget as last year. What about it? What about it? What's the problem?
That literally started.
The man is evil. He don't.
How's he evil? How's he evil?
Really started whenever the government.
Because
That's what I thought. No, he's not. SNAP benefits have run out because the government is shut down because Democrats wouldn't pass the budget.
In the airline, where people are still working, but they're not getting paid by the federal government. That's also as a result of Democrats.
That's a result of the government shut.
Yeah,
The government is shut down because Democrats wouldn't pass the budget. It's the same budget as last year they voted yes on, and they won't pass it.
You like traveling, right? You want it to be easier.
I don't give a shit as long as SNAP benefits are.
The government. So do you know why the government shuts down? What causes that? The government shutdown is caused by a failure to pass a budget. Democrats voted no on the budget. It is their fault.
There's
It's
people who are literally on
No,
staff for
there's no
30 years.
policies in the budget. It's just a budget, and it's the same budget as last year, and they voted yes on it last year.
I can't even keep up with them.
I know, it's fast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to
I can't. My thing keeps coming down. Twitter notifications. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yep. Have a good one.
Yes, God bless.
What I would say is like, because in 8th grade I used to be Republican, is what radicalized me is genuinely going out and talking to people. Talk to trans people. Talk
Me
to
too.
People, talk to like.
I
talk
do.
To the people that you think.
I have talked to hundreds of thousands of people from all over the world, in different countries, in different states. I've traveled the entire country. No, I have empathy. I just know how to separate my empathy from pragmaticism.
So, okay.
Well, but
You talk to trans people, you don't think that they should have a right to exist.
No, they have a right to exist. They don't have a right to be in women's spaces, right? You have a right to exist. You can do whatever you want with your body. I don't care if you wear a dress. You don't have a right to be in women's locker rooms.
kind of like a zone that
Yes, I know women who feel threatened by them. I have friends who were on the UPenn swim team with Leah Thomas, who had to change in a locker room naked with a man with a penis. I don't care.
that's your right. Yeah.
How many people were murdered today? Does that mean murder isn't a problem?
No, first of all, thousands of people have been murdered today, but my point is there are less than 10 transgender athletes on all of
How many
the
people have been murdered in the last hour?
Things haven't.
Why is that
Okay, great.
so matter?
It doesn't matter because you're saying that because this rarely happens, that means we should allow it to continue happening, which I disagree with. It's a fallacy.
Understand that once the government, once the politics go left,
How many do you think were murdered right in the last hour here in New York? I'd say probably zero, maybe one.
I would say probably 20.
Highly doubtful.
Doubtful?
Highly doubtful. What do you think? Do you think there are 20 murders an hour in the city? How many murders do you think there is right now in the city? She thinks there's 20 people murdered in the city in the last hour.
What the hell?
The point is that just because something rarely happens doesn't mean it shouldn't.
NCAA athletes are transgender. He said
Yeah.
how many people have been murdered in the last hour.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck.
My point is that just
only
because something is rare doesn't mean you should allow it to happen.
My point is we're making legislation around trans people because people are bigoted.
Yeah.
not because them.
No. Because men shouldn't be allowed in women's spaces.
Do you know how many times I've been assaulted by a trans man versus a cis
I
man?
don't care.
Do you know
It
the
doesn't
statistics
matter.
on cis men
It
assault?
doesn't matter.
Does a man need to wear a woman's wig to walk into a bathroom and rape a
Again,
woman?
it doesn't matter. Just because it
But what about a child?
just because it's rare doesn't mean it shouldn't. It should be allowed. Yeah, and they should go to jail.
Do you understand the correlation between between trans people and pedophilia.
Sure. Do you understand the correlation between that is completely bullshit? You can cite this study right now. This isn't there.
No, I'm just saying if straight men.
You're a Christian, right?
If straight men have a proclivity towards pedophilia, why would trans men be excluded?
That's a great point, actually.
So your argument is that men are more
No,
likely
I'm
to
trying
be
to. No, this is.
Men
this is
are.
me.
Men are more likely
This
to
is
rape
me
people. Men are
trying
more likely to
have
murder people. They're more
devil's
violent.
advocate. This is me trying to be devil's
And
advocate.
trans
I'm
men
trying
happen to be, or trans
I'm
women happen to be
trying
men.
Help you flex your brain. So if straight
They are
men have
men.
a
It's an
proclivity
objective
towards
fact, yeah.
pedophilia,
There's no way around it.
How can you
Huh?
exclude trans?
No, they are men. A man is defined as an adult human male. A woman is defined as an adult human female.
I'm trying to get your response. Okay.
A trans woman is a man.
No, female is defined as a person
Right, a
who
trans woman
falls in the
is a
sexual
man.
category capable of bearing
Okay, what
children
does
and producing
trans
ova.
mean?
Men can never fall into that category.
Okay, what does trans?
No, they still fall into the sexual category.
Okay, so what? Okay, become something else.
Yeah, so you think
Intersex
Okay,
people,
wait,
their
wait,
bodies are still ordered
if a-
towards
if a
one or the other,
caterpillar
right? So even if you're
transforms
intersex,
into a
your body is still
butterfly,
ordered towards
what
bearing
were
children and
they
producing
before?
ova. There might be a mutation.
Okay, so if you're a trans woman,
No. Your
what
body is
were
still
you
ordered
before?
toward. Nobody has like
Okay,
3
so
penises and 2 sets of
biologically-
ovaries, right? Their body is still
Yeah,
ordered
so if
towards
you
one
have
or the other.
proclivity of a straight
And therefore,
man,
you would say they're male or
biologically
female.
straight man has a proclivity towards pedophilia.
No, they have
trans
micro penises. It's like a
man,
nodule. It's like an
exclude
extended
them out of the
clitoris,
equation?
right? So their body
Okay.
is. No.
All right.
Yes, men who
Thank you.
they don't have
Why
ovaries.
would I be more scared of a trans
No.
woman than a cis man?
Maybe
They don't have
because
ovaries.
a
That doesn't
trans
exist.
Man, a trans
No, they don't.
woman
Every
has
person,
access
regardless
to the
of
same
intersex
species
status,
as
right? They may have
you
mutations that cause
and
them to
little
have
girls.
more like male sexual characteristics, but regardless, well, you'd have to prove that it does exist, right? I can't prove a negative. Their bodies are always ordered towards one or the other. We're like arguing through 2 people right now, but their bodies are always ordered towards one or the other.
To go into a woman's space. They go into a woman's
The thing
space.
is if somebody masquerades and if somebody is like a chameleon and they blend in,
That can happen. You're right.
would it be easier for them to do or be if an octopus camouflaged itself?
No.
Would it make it
No,
easier
because
for it to
because
predate?
men walk into women's restrooms without the wig and they rape us anyway.
Okay,
They don't need the
I
wig
understand
to
that you're
rape
okay.
us.
I understand your point.
No, it just makes it easier.
No, it doesn't because they walk
Right, it does.
fucking the bathroom and they touch us without consent.
Right. It makes it easier though when you're allowed there.
Exactly.
It doesn't make it easier when you're allowed there.
It
because
does.
Rape is breaking the law. Do you think men care? Oh, this law says I'm not allowed to go into the women's bathroom, so I won't. But the law also says they can't rape, and they're still doing it. You think men care about laws?
Wait, I think it makes it way easier to go into the bathroom and touch women, especially when it's like what do you call it? Especially when it seems as though you will be sort of it's taboo, right? It'd be taboo to accuse.
In different ways, but
No.
they don't
Look up testicles.
directly
Penis.
go
When they
into
say
their
penis, they mean
bathroom.
micro penis, like an extended clitoris. No. It's just an extended. No, it's still an extended clitoris, right? No. So you have a vagina, but it's not a penis, right? It's not capable of producing male gametes, right? It doesn't have a hole. You don't pee through it. It's not a penis. It's just an extended clitoris.
He just said you have to seduce a man in order to rape him. Men get raped. He just said men don't
Yes,
get raped.
financially,
Men do get raped.
Men get
also they
raped
get
all the
raped for
time.
their children.
No, men get raped just to be
What time is
raped.
it?
Men get raped all the time. How are you out here claiming that I'm like super feminist and yet you don't believe that men get raped or that men's sexual assault is a problem?
you're-
Men's sexual assault is a massive problem because they can't speak up about it because they don't get the reach.
Oh, she doesn't like you.
This is something. First of all,
But the thing is, you telling me that women
He said,
go
"Get the liberal."
into bathrooms, male bathrooms, and attempt to rape fully grown, militant men.
Yes.
It's unrealistic.
but it's not because it happens because that's what rape is.
If
Rape
a
is
man gets raped, he is capable of fully defending himself.
no because there are
But
men
a
in
woman is
wheelchairs. There are men who are
almost
weaker.
not capable.
Look at me right now. Okay? There are probably about 25 guys in this park I could take down and rape because they're little tiny, like twinks.
Okay, point them out.
Well, yeah, it's because we're in New York.
Point them out. Let me see one.
Okay.
Charlie.
I'm not gonna
Well, yeah. Point him out. I want to see. I actually don't see any you could take down.
Men shouldn't be allowed to be. The fact that men can't be raped because they're stronger than women is literally against men's mental health.
But that's the point of rape, is that you get sexually assaulted against your will.
My male ex got raped twice. My ex got raped twice by
What
the
do you mean?
same girl. Okay? He
Like
got
a
raped
roofie?
by
Oh
his
yeah,
girlfriend.
like a roofie. Yeah.
A woman could use a date.
No.
Yeah, it's possible. No,
That was
men
in
get
her
raped.
home.
Yeah, but what he's just saying men account for more rape. Like men do rape more often. Women are more uncomfortable when men are changing in their spaces. Like, how would you feel if you were in the locker room? Let's say, I don't know if you did sports, but like, let's say you're on the swim team. It takes a long time to change in and out of your swimsuit, and there's a big, burly-shouldered guy with long hair and a penis.
It's just not.
Very
because
uncomfortable,
women
right?
Women get raped in relationships more than anything else.
Okay, I understand that, but that's only because you.
It's not true. Leah Thomas. Leah Thomas was big, burly-shouldered, and had a
Trans women
penis.
shouldn't be in sports. That's not the point. Trans women shouldn't be in sports. I completely agree.
Okay, so then we're all in agreement then.
No, because trans women are women. That doesn't mean that they
But they're not women. Why can't they be in sports if they're not women? Or if they're women.
biologically different. However,
But-
trans women are
'cause they're not
predators,
women.
and they're not more likely to be violent.
Because they're not women.
But trans women, they are not biologically
women can
cisgender,
be
they are
predators.
They're not women at all.
But why is it so hard for you to say, okay, that person's not biological?
Because it's false.
But look at,
Yeah.
I am a biological woman. When I see a trans woman who's living her best life, who's happy, who gets
It's
to know
different
how
than you. Yeah.
It's different than me, but I feel so much joy because she's
Yeah. I don't believe in lying to make people happy.
But why not? Why not?
You admit it's a lie. You just admitted it's a lie.
It is. She's not a woman. But she's,
Oh, great.
She's a trans woman. She's not a no trans woman thinks that they're a biological.
But it's a lie. I don't lie for people's joy because I don't believe in degrading the truth.
Okay, so if you go out and you get a boob job, right?
Yeah, I'm
Right?
still a man with a boob job.
Correct. But my point is, am I going to lie and tell you that you don't have boobs or that that's not your body? A trans woman with a vagina and tits, you could say all day long that she's a man and you might still want to fuck her because let me tell you, you can't tell most of the time.
No, what do you mean? Of course you can.
I can show you about 45 women right now. I did this with
I
my
can.
dad.
I'm telling you.
My dad.
No. I'm not doing this. No. You can tell. You can tell. Label someone what? Label some. What do you mean?
Why do you feel like you can call someone a man or woman or
Well, because a woman is defined as an adult human female, and female is defined as a person who falls in the sexual
And why
category
does it
capable of
matter?
bearing ova and producing offspring. Yeah. So we have words, they mean things. Men are not women, they can't be women.
why do you feel like you can label someone else?
Yes, why do you care?
Right, because words mean things, and they have definitions.
But why does
And
it-
men
why
can't be
does it
women.
hurt you?
Because I believe in spreading the truth, not lies. The idea that men can be women is a lie. And she admitted it's a lie.
Please, with the lies.
It is a lie.
You're not fucking safe, all right? Like, okay. with
Right, but I don't
lies.
believe in degrading the truth. Everyone has.
But stop labeling her a liar because
Wait, she admitted it's a lie. She said it's a lie. I didn't call her a liar. I said the statement is a lie.
never lied in your life.
No, I'm not saying that. But I think you should try to limit lying as much as possible. No, because so there's a difference between my mom says, have you cleaned your room? And I say yes and I lie. That doesn't affect policy, right? This does affect policy.
What affects policies?
The lie that men can be women.
But it doesn't.
Again, we fall.
It does.
Who does it hurt?
Wait, it affects policies. It affects policy.
When a woman is hurt by another person, okay, it does not matter if they're wearing a wig or not.
No, but it affects policy. I'm answering his question. It affects policy on whether or not men can be in women's sports, whether or not men can be in women's locker rooms, whether or not men can be in women's bathrooms, because they're not women. They're
I'm
men.
not saying women, I'm saying trans women. Do you see how I'm just being respectful? Because like,
No, I'm not gonna. No, I don't lie.
Look at me. Here's the thing that I don't get is that you're so smart and you come out here, but the fact that you can't go out of your way and make yourself just a little bit uncomfortable to make other people feel
No.
better.
I'm not lying on a policy issue to make somebody feel a little happier. No, I'm sorry. It's wrong. It is a policy issue. The only reason we're talking about this is because it's a policy issue.
Trans women shouldn't be in sports. Why can't a trans woman come up to you and say, hey, my name's Clarice and I'm trans and I go by she, her?
They can say that. It doesn't mean I have to listen to them.
No, you don't. But a normal, nice, kind human being who says, oh, okay, Clarice.
Okay.
I see that.
What was your name again, Charlie? If I walk up to you, Charlie, and I say, hi, Charlie, I'm a frog. Will you call me a frog?
If you wanted
That
to,
is ridiculous.
yes.
That is so
Genuinely,
ridiculous.
Because why does it hurt?
That's ridiculous. If you come up to me and tell me you're a frog, I'm not calling you a frog.
But why does it hurt you?
Because it's just not true.
But why does it hurt you?
Because it degrades the truth, and then we go into absurdity.
But you know that
pretending.
So if
The
we both
lie-
know that, why would we lie about it?
Because she's not lying. The lie.
She
is-
has a mental illness, and we are lying to affirm the mental illness.
The lie
Do you see
is
the
her
problem there?
saying I'm a biological woman. No.
You want to know the harm is that every study I've read on the topic shows that suicide rates are higher post-op.
Yes.
That's why it hurts. Because if you tell this person that they're actually a woman, no. You tell them that they're actually a woman, their mental illness doesn't get solved. If somebody has anorexia, you don't tell them they're fat and give them a dietary plan. That's called medical malpractice. Instead, what you do is you treat them for their mental illness to solve it.
For anorexia, and it doesn't go away.
Okay, did you get given a dietary plan and told that you are fat? Were you told that?
Given a dietary plan and told that I need
Yeah,
to
to eat more, yeah. Not eat less. Right, so you don't affirm mental illnesses. You don't tell people they are fat when they have anorexia. You don't tell schizophrenics that the voices in their heads are real. You don't tell trans people that they're women.
The idea that the suicide rate goes up post-op is because of the fact that treatment.
Because they're mental ill and it doesn't get resolved.
Listen to me. When you talk over me, you're not allowing me to speak.
No, the reason is because they're mentally ill and the problem doesn't get resolved. It gets worsened.
There's actually studies showing that the reason is because.
Cite the study.
in society.
Cite the study.
Just look at the fuck up. Trans people are suicidal because of people like you who don't listen.
No, they're suicidal because they're mentally ill.
No, because being
Yeah,
trans.
nobody who's not mentally ill is suicidal. I've been suicidal and it's caused by mental illness.
The mental illness that makes you suicidal. Okay, the fact that.
It's called being transgender.
Okay, being trans is.
Or gender dysphoria.
Yes, gender dysphoria is a mental illness that has nothing to do with suicidal.
That's not true.
People who have gender dysphoria.
Highly correlated.
Yes, highly correlated, but not the same disorder. Because gender dysphoria is a disorder that all that makes you think is the fact that if you are a woman, you think I'm a man. If you are a man, you think I'm a woman. Right? That does not make you suicidal. What makes you suicidal is in a society where gender roles constrict you so much that the people around you hate you and begrudge you.
Yeah, do you want to know the issue here? You want to know the issue here?
Dressing the way you want.
I'm a little bit overweight. People call me fat all the time.
Yeah.
Guess what I don't do? Kill myself. Right? Why? Because I'm not mentally ill. Right? People, when I was a kid, I was extremely underweight.
Fat all the time? Is that
No, but I'm certainly not going to kill myself about it. Why? Because I'm not mentally ill. They are.
No, but
And
if somebody-
affirming their mental illness does not solve the problem, which causes higher suicide rates.
If somebody told me every single day that I wasn't worthy of being here or that who I was made me feel less.
Oh, I get told that every day. Why? Because I'm a conservative.
Right, but doesn't that make you feel bad?
Well, I'm not going to kill myself about
Do
it.
you want to make other people feel like that?
No, but I'm also not going to lie to people.
Okay, so you are accepting the fact that you would rather make people feel suicidal and bad about themselves.
No, I'm not making them feel suicidal. They have a mental illness that's doing that.
But that mental illness is incurable. Gender dysphoria is not curable. It's a lifelong condition.
You,
The only
that's
way-
you treat it with this thing called therapy, not cutting your penis off.
So many people have been to conversion therapy and it's been proven.
Wait, I'm not talking about conversion therapy. I'm talking about therapy.
Therapy doesn't work for trans people. It
Wait,
does not make
therapy
them
works for
untrans.
everyone. This is
It doesn't make
ridiculous.
them not trans, though. It might make them feel better, but it's not going to make them
Right.
cisgender.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point. Is making them feel a little bit better so they don't kill themselves.
Correct, but then they're still going to be trans. Why not let them transition?
Wait, yeah. Hold up. Me affirming their gender does not solve the problem. Me lying to them does not solve the problem. It worsens the problem because it affirms their mental illness. The mental illness is what makes them kill themselves.
But the mental illness is going to be there their whole life. They can't get over it.
Right, so they need to seek treatment for it.
But even if they seek treatment, they won't stop being trans. They're going to have gender dysphoria their entire life. Gender dysphoria
Right.
is not a condition.
But what you shouldn't do is affirm the mental illness that makes them kill themselves. You see the problem?
But that is not what makes them kill themselves.
It is. Again, when people call me fat, I don't kill myself. When people tell me I don't belong here because I'm a conservative, I don't kill myself. When people bully me, I don't kill myself. I was viciously bullied my entire life. I didn't kill myself. Why? Because I'm not mentally ill.
I can tell because you have hurt in your eyes when you talk to me about
Trust me, if there's one thing I have in my eyes, it's not hurt.
But look at me, when you talk to me about these things,
Yeah.
I can tell how angry you are. And when you
I'm not angry at all.
When you brought up how you've been bullied and when you brought up how people called you fat, that's the first thing you said to me. I can tell whether or not you think that I can, that hurts you because you're bringing it up.
It doesn't hurt me, actually. I could care less if people call me fat.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter. Like, regardless, I don't kill myself over it. It doesn't matter if it actually hurts me or not. Like, yeah, it's not great to get called fat, but I don't kill myself because I'm not mentally ill.
Tougher than somebody who's suicidal for being
Okay, well, I would just say, like, if you kill yourself because somebody is mean to you, yeah, you're weak.
You're weak.
At
So
AF,
somebody
yeah.
Their entire life rejected by their parents, their friends, everybody around them. My ex is trans. She's a
Yeah, maybe some introspection would be useful there.
She's a trans woman, right?
Okay.
Her parents didn't accept her. Her friends didn't accept her. Nobody accepted her, right? I accepted her. Do you know where she is now that she's happy and now that she has parents who come around to it? She is so happy.
Okay,
She's
great,
living her best
great,
life.
great.
And she's not
Yeah,
suicidal
yeah,
post-op.
yeah,
She's
right.
not-
Okay,
My friend who's the
okay.
friend who's trans.
What I'm telling you, though, post-op has the highest suicide rate. Studies repeatedly show this.
Because post-op is when you look the most trans. Because post-op, if if you are a person who's biologically male and you've got a beard and tits, you know what you're gonna get with the grassroots.
Wait, no. It's like a duration of time after the operation, like after you fully transition. People who have transitioned fully are are more likely to kill themselves than people who haven't.
Yes, because living life as a trans person is hard because most trans people don't pass.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna fundamentally disagree with you. I need to find some food to eat, and then I gotta catch a flight. Thank you for talking. I appreciate it. Have a good one. All right. I gotta go grab food. Nice to meet you, man. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry, your hands are full. Have a good one. I will see you guys later. Yeah. Let's get W's. Yeah, we're gonna keep it up. Yeah.